Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Panthers going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. On 1st and 10, Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Looks to be right around the 40. On 1st down, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Shift together here from the D-line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 15 carries, 66 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
When Atlanta drafted Desmond Trufant and Robert Alford, they thought they were going to get some young corners that would grow into the job, and boy, have they been right. Desmond Trufant, Pro Bowl in 2015. Unfortunately, hurt in 2016. Wasn't able to play in the Super Bowl. Might have been the difference down the stretch against the New England Patriots.
And now running right through him. Shifts by him at the 25. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And his first look is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The play clock's running down. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short has really rounded into being one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. And what I really like about his game are his hands. When he gets his hands on an opposing blocker and locks out, he's going to end up winning that battle and either getting to the quarterback or taking down a ball carrier.
And the wideout in motion. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? The mental focus on the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Matt Bosher, 7th-year man from Miami, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the... First time this afternoon. Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember.
Well, if you were ever wondering, should I believe my special teams coach about, these plays are valuable? Think no more. Huge play, big block, and now they've set up their offense inside the 10-yard line. A chance to score.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season is gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. the teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now it's second and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. And Gano's kick is right through. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1. 2 is fine because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early byes and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
8 yards to go here on second down. Play action, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
I got 15. I got 15. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On second down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into it.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Around the NFL, how about this one? Up in Foxborough, the Jets are out to the early lead. Still a lot of football. Left in that affair, but we will for sure keep an eye on it. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. From the gun, here's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him, the way he goes.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Brooks Reed in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And for how much Cam handles the football, he really doesn't fumble a whole lot, but coughed it up there.
And I know that a lot of people seeing that play, they immediately go back to the Super Bowl against Denver and Von Miller knocking it free from Cam. But I think you're exactly right. One of the underrated aspects of his game, he's fundamentally sound when he carries the football. Whether he's in the pocket or actually running it, he usually does a great job of taking care of it.
He'll have to shake that one off. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners, they gave up a lot of big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They go play action now. Ryan. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Charles Johnson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the inaugural carry here for Fonzie Whitaker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there. And it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches. Got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Julio Jones is off to a monster first half, but still, can he reach what he did against the Panthers in 2016? Didn't he go for a cool 300 in that game?
On the dot in week 4, 300 yards. Oh, Matt Ryan had a pretty good game, too. Threw for over 500. Now Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The slot man in motion right. Coleman. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Newton on first down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Airing it out for Olsen. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So we've reached halftime here. So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
On second down, here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Third and long. It's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This is Coleman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They will run again with Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. From his goal line here, Newton. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
All-star offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the gun, Newton. Oh, able to avoid him. And shutting him off, now open field. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. 51 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And the wideout in motion. Now Ryan on second down. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the back goes into motion. On first down, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second TD of the game at 16th on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. Now a first down throw for Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Seven yards to go on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Newton to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On second down, here's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. Here's Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. Newton on 1st down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. McCaffrey on the counter. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense, because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back to the ground, this time Langford. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. They keep it on the ground with Langford. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he motions the wide receiver. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 48 yards. Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Michael Thomas, 130 receiving yards thus far in that one. Coleman now. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Halfback sent in motion. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And give that one to the Texans as they wind up winners there. DeAndre Hopkins sitting right at 100 yards receiving in that ball game. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Got a man, it's the rookie Curtis Samuel. Now a loose football, the ball comes out. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. They'll look to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Newton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now it's Newton. Uses this stiff arm, and he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This from long, very long range. And that is no good. Wide to the right. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points.